Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to look at a couple ideas of places that I'm going to be looking to put cash as we get into next week. Obviously, if you look at the spiders, the argument that we have been extended here, people have been making that argument since 265, so I really don't see much use in coming in and trying to say that. More I look at it and say the trend is still intact, and until something breaks, I'm going to continue to try to trade it in that way. Is Thursday's pullback really all we can get? Well, in that case, I've got to think that we're going to be, looking at the upper part of this range, so maybe another 2 or 3 points in SPY. But rather than buying SPY, I don't really have much interest in putting cash into that. But there are a few other names that I really think are worth focusing on, and I'm going to start with one that has already resolved, so you can get a good feel for what we're looking for in these signals. Now, I did not take any exposure in Roku through the actual, but I did play it for the move leading up into earnings, and this 130-minute chart gave you a couple really good signals off of it. You can see here we have the squeeze, where price essentially becomes compressed to a degree that it can't stay compressed like that forever, and then eventually gives you the little pop higher. Then you have a roughly similar situation here. So if you can work with the idea of a little bit of enthusiasm or anticipation around these upcoming earnings reports and see the way that Roku played out, then there's two others that I would have you keep in mind. ZS is one of these that has exactly the same signal. Now, I wish this one had weekly options. The only thing we've got in this is monthlies to work with, so it kind of makes your decisions very straightforward as to which ones that you'll pick. But I like those slightly in the money or even at the money options to see if you can catch that 130-minute squeeze to go bid into the report. Here again, this makes no assessment on the actual earnings themselves, but just the idea that some anticipation into the number could be beneficial. So ZS is another that's going to be fresh and active for next week. And then we also have Square Inc. Exactly the same situation, where if you look back at these signals, you can see the 130-minute squeeze we had here, the squeeze here, and then a fresh signal that is forming here. So I'm going to be working with both of those as we get opened up into Monday. I think that gives you some nice alternatives to feel like you don't have to buy the indexes, but coming in and trying to find these pockets of strength should be beneficial. So I hope that's helpful. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you at the next free video.